What's good, y'all? We got one of those interesting videos today. McDonald's CEO further prove why we shouldn't be eating meat. Further prove why the meat is tampered with. Further prove why things like this interview is valid. Okay? Now, of course, without much being said, we gotta review the interview and let's just look at it.
One small bite for man, that's a big bite for a big arch. One giant controversy for the internet. In the past few weeks, social media has been having a whole Big Mac's worth of fun with this video of McDonald's CEO Chris Kempczinski as he tries to demonstrate his love of the fast food chain's new Big Arch burger. As you can see, he does not exactly take the biggest bite. One commenter even shared a screen grab from this SpongeBob scene where Squidward cautiously tries a Krabby Patty for the first time. Meanwhile, another commenter wrote, somebody said he was eating that burger like he was a contestant on Fear Factor. I love this product. It is so good. Kempczinski also refers to the burger as a quote-unquote product multiple times, which commenters also poked fun at for sounding so businesslike. In fact,
that's all it is. Like, they don't give a fuck about your health. They don't give a fuck about your mental health. They don't give a fuck about your life. They just want to sell you cheap, fast food at convenient prices, right? So they can make money, okay? That's all they want to do. That is it. That is all they want to do. Everything else, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about nothing, y'all. And so this is the point right here. We have to care if they don't care. Everything that you enter into your body, this is your temple, okay? How can God house your temple if you're feeding your temple the wrong shit? Also, did y'all know that fasting is cellular detox? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Fasting is often described as cellular detox because it triggers an autopathology, a natural recycling process where cells a natural recycling process where cells break down and remove damaged components and waste. While this cellular cleansing is scientifically documented, it is distinct from the medical definition of detoxification. Okay. Fasting is cellular detox, so it cleans your cells. Now, as we know, everything is housed within our DNA. How we could receive millions and how we could get to where we need to be is by accessing our DNA, accessing our abilities, accessing the genius within us. The genius, okay? The genius within us. There's only one way we could do that, by accessing our DNA. That's the only fucking way.
McDonald's is now also having fun with this attention, sharing a photo to X and saying, take a bite of our new product. But did we think the other burger companies would really sit this out? On Monday, Burger King CEO Tom Curtis rolled up his sleeves and got in the kitchen, albeit protected by an apron.
I thought I'd come down to our kitchen.
That's definitely a smart business move. Even though I don't fuck with these motherfuckers, that's definitely a smart business. What they say, timing is everything, right? That's a smart business move.
Wendy's. And then on Wednesday, what do you know? Wendy's U.S. President Pete Serkin suddenly had a hankering for a Baconator.
Absolutely wonderful.
And he took not one, not two, not three, but 4 bites before washing it down with their signature Frosty. One commenter writing, my goodness, move aside cola wars of the 80s and 70s. The burger wars of the 2020s are here. And guys, this is the Big Arch. Got released this week, but what does it taste like? Sorry, too big of a bite. Sorry, guys. Back to you.
Even the bots making fun of this nigga, yo. Let's look at this video.
Adam's time. We take the children of our enemy, which is the white
Georgia
race,
community
and
is mourning
we
the
bring them to
tragic
the...
death of a beloved teacher after a high school...
Nah, they trying to motherfucking fuck my shit up. Go back.
Get his name at the moment, but anyway, he wrote the book. People didn't buy the book. People don't want to listen. We've been doing this for thousands and thousands of years, since down to Adam's time. we take the children of our enemy, which is the white race, and we bring them to the basements in the synagogues where we drain the blood and watch them die there. It's very similar to how we do the sacrifices that we do with the kosher butchering. So we do that, and then we mix it with the Passover bread, and so we eat the blood of our enemies. And the bodies, we're not cannibals, so what we do is we take those, because we can make some shekels, and we give them to the slaughterhouse.
Y'all hear this shit? Listen, keep listening.
And those are pounds and pounds and pounds of meat that we grind up in the sausage and the hamburger.
And the sausage and the hamburger.
And that's why we made those the most popular things, sausage for breakfast
and that's why they made them the most popular things. You cannot make this shit up. And I'm tired of telling motherfuckers the truth, but they not listening.
For lunch. And so all the goyim out here are really eating the children.
You're really eating the children.
And even when we say this outright and tell you people, you don't believe it.
They don't. Y'all think everything is fiction. Y'all think everything is a fucking joke. I think everything is to be played with. Everything is just it's not that at all. At all.
That's your problem.
That's your problem. Yes, it is. He even said it. Even a bitch ass nigga who be doing this shit said it, nigga. Let's keep going, okay? So, and as y'all can see right here, you got the reptilians, okay? What the fuck? The reptilians feeding these motherfuckers was feeding these motherfuckers, which is the aliens was feeding these rich motherfuckers, was just feeding these motherfuckers. What? A burger. Now, along the lines, what you think is happening? What you think is happening? Who the fuck? I know it's blurry, but it's a burger. Who the fuck is allowing this shit to happen? What y'all think? That's some real crazy shit. We just here to ask questions, though. All right, I just got a couple more points to make. Fast food purely feeds off your root and sacral chakra. Fast food restaurants uses yellow, red, and orange because these colors stimulate hunger. They're literally mind fucking you psychologically. They're mind fucking you so you could come to this motherfucking place and get some food. And they mind fucking you good. They mind fucking you real good. Like real good. You hear me? They mind fucking you real good. You was never made to eat fucking meat. Okay? Humans need to eat meat to be healthy. Get over it. Herbivore teeth, carnivore teeth. Come on now. Carnivore, omnivore, vegan. We don't even have omnivore teeth. Look at this shit. This shit is still sharp. We have vegan teeth. Look at this. What does this look like? It's made to eat raw meat or fucking plants. Let's be honest about that. Now, not to mention that meat is at a low pH. Okay, so we already know that the pH scale is basically the determinant of your electrical health. Okay, the lower pH, the less electron donors you have available in your body, which leads to chronic illness, chronic stress, all kinds of shit. Okay, whereas a higher pH leads to more electron donors in your body, which leads to excess electrons in your body. Okay, you're highly alkaline. Okay, and your body needs electrons in order for it to heal properly. Right, healing is just the body's ability to generate cells that do its jobs properly. And that's it, okay? But you have to give yourself the electrons needed. This is why they always said we need electrolytes, okay? It's all the same shit, all right? So as you can see on the scale, as you go up, the higher the number, the better, right? The lower the number, the worse, okay? And yeah, it's not conducive to your higher self. And what I like to say a lot of the times too, also, back to this shit, right? This is why you also shouldn't be eating fast food, because yellow and red, which will have you vibrating in these low chakras. Like, why the fuck is you eating food that's making you vibrate? This shit is loaded. Why is you eating food that's making you vibrate in these low chakras? Why? Why are you doing that? Without much being said, though, I want to end it off with this. The human body is designed to be in a relationship with plants. Our digestive system is designed to consume plants. Our physiology is designed to combust the energy of the sun by extracting it from plants. Our primary biological relationship is with plants, okay? And also, I would like to say this too. If you have melanin like me, you could literally eat the fucking sun's energy. So you don't need food, period, let alone plants. Okay, but that's if you get enough sun. Alright? You have to get enough sun for that shit. Alright? And so, with that being said, it's nothing enough to say. Hold on. Which I know I have to end it all for real, with some shit from our ancestors, okay? Now this says 1/4 of what you eat keeps you alive. The other 3/4 keeps your doctor alive. Think about that. They only want you to eat so they could be fucking paid. That's it. They only want you to eat so they could be paid. It was something my dentist told me years ago. He told me this shit. Look, what they say, I'll tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a fucking lie. Never, ever. He told me, he was like, listen, you need to come here with some cavities so I could get paid. Because I was never the type to have some cavities. You feel me? I always kept care of my teeth. I never really ate candy too much. He said jokingly, oh, you need to come with some type of cavity so I could get paid. Ha ha. I'll tell you a joke, nigga, but I never tell you a fucking lie, nigga. And that shit stuck with me, bro. You feel me? That shit stuck with me, bro. You can't say no shit to a nigga like me. You can't say no shit like that to a nigga like me. You can't. You can't. And so with that being said, listen, y'all, I got one more for y'all. You know I have to. The body becomes what the fools are, as the spirit becomes what the thoughts are. I'm going to say this again. The body becomes what the fools are, as the spirits become what the thoughts are. Okay? Okay? You are what you eat, essentially. Okay? The body is the house of God. That is why it said, that's why it is said, know yourself. If you know yourself, take yourself as a starting point and go back to a source. Your beginning will close your end. Now I'm going to really end with that shit, okay? I'm going to say this again. The body is the house of God. How can God house your spirit if your spirit if your house is all clogged up? How can God house the temple if your house is all clogged up with the wrong shit? You feel what I'm saying? They say cleanliness is next to God. Why? It's because certain energies and certain spirits feed off your habits, all of that kind of stuff. And so with that being said, I really love y'all. This is a short video. But McDonald's did expose why we shouldn't be eating fast food. Because if them motherfuckers don't really want to eat that shit, why the fuck you think? Just like Cardi B, right? If Cardi B don't want her daughter to listen to her own music, why is we having our kids listening to Cardi B music? It's the same shit. It's the same concept. Okay? But I love y'all, man. Do your own homework. And I really suggest y'all go listen to this interview. I really suggest y'all go listen to that interview I put out earlier. I think I skipped it, but I really suggest y'all go listen to that interview. Y'all is eating kids, for real. But I love y'all, man.